Startup City Boy speaking, and I had taken out the Banga and I'm tying it so that I could hit it in a mortar and then press it out. What you have to do is twist it first, then tie it gently. Some people do not agree that when you are trying to develop your skills, you must not only use your right hand, but your left hand too. There is this belief in Nigeria where they had violated a boy who was perfect with his left hand by a supposed teacher. His name is Jordan Fisher. They said to him his left hand is bad. So from then he got confused about what his talents are. He started making mistakes and becoming nervous. And then they put him in a class of teachers, women, who have no class. They put my son at the back of the class, even though he was writing perfectly with his hands. From age 2, he had been singing complex jazz songs. And by that move, when they pushed him to the back, he went into himself, confused about what he's supposed to do. That school is Green Springs School. When they see a mixed race person, they have the notion that they are useless, that you can do anything to them and to anything in the family. Yet they will take the school fees of the parents to sustain their lives. What happens with Banga is that it shouldn't lose its oil. So they have to put hot water back again, wash it, and then sieve it. This dish is very complicated. It takes time, yet people want it cheap. You serve Banga with starch. You can eat it with eba. You can have it with pounded yam. These seeds that I bought today is not meant for Banga, but it is still useful. You can still make something out of it. Some things, they go to waste and you can't bring back time. Yet there are those who want to question you why you failed or missed the point. And this is where in the business world crime starts happening, where in retaliation for how much people have hurt you, there are some who are called whistleblowers, and those kind of whistleblowers are usually in trouble. Startup City, Boa speaking. You actually have to sieve this cloth. Put it in, push it in, mix it. And then you're going to have to boil it for so long for it to become thick. There are some who have the trick. You know what they do? You can add flour to it. It's also food. Even if there is thread in it, it will color it. In this case, I prepared something more interesting. There is this thick oil. I put the spices in and heat it up in hot water. If you don't agree, I have a restaurant where there is a difference, because some people don't know how to take competition. I would simply put the mix into a cellophane bag and put it right there into the mix and let it sit. Let it steam up. This is how startups are. They are very interesting. They are very emotional. They are very afraid on how to start, because the big companies think that they can dictate instead of informing. There is a big problem, a very big issue with human beings, where the ego goes to such a level that they cannot see opportunities in little things. Tomorrow, when you are able to get something done, like making earrings out of the sun, they get offended because they missed the point that there is nothing like business ethics. It is business skills and talents. And then there are personal values. Startup City, Boa speaking, 9 minutes and 35 seconds.